So, yes, lower that a bit. I'll lower it. Okay. So, Elden Ring came out today, and it's no surprise to, I guess, anyone. It doesn't support ultra-wide monitors at all. Um, I can go here. You can select it, and this is at max settings. Um, this is on a 3080 100X, 32 gigs of RAM, a VRAM at 3600 megahertz, and this is on one of the fastest NVMe SSDs that you can buy. It's not quite as fast as it's like very slightly slower than the like the Sabrent. Um, Not the Sabrent and the but whatever. It's one of the fastest ones. I think transfer does like 7,000 almost. So yeah, but realistically, unfortunately, I mean, this was something I expected. I am waiting for I am looking forward to a mod to fix this issue, the ultra wide. So ultra wide will be added in a mod hopefully because it looks like FromSoft just doesn't care. Now that's really odd. I guess that makes sense. I guess no, that does make sense. So here's what I want to look, just to get off here briefly. This game is weirdly heavy. Like this game doesn't look bad. I think this game looks visually great, but I don't know. Like so the only reason why it's at around like 76% right now is because I'm also recording this, and I'm using the NVIC encoder and stuff like that. So it's taking some resources away from the game, and it's being displayed if I minus it. So it's like about 60 to 70%, right? In like the open world areas. I don't know about like the smaller, like more confined areas. It's probably a bit better. Um, but generally, it's like 60 to 70 at this resolution, um, which is 3040 by 1440p forced into a like 2560 like 1440p like window basically. Um, yeah, so like as you can see, it doesn't support it. There's no option to enable it. Just what I expected and most people expected. It's just at this day and age, it's just like why? Like just support ultra wide. Like come on. Like when a modder can figure out how to get ultra wide working, probably within like a day, there's no excuse. And even with the limitations, as like people we're really worried that because this is like has easy anti cheat that like there won't be a mod that will it won't be able to be modded to get that working. You know what? I don't think this game is such a high profile game. It's probably the highest profile game of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if every single like um, person that's made a ultra wide fix is working on this game right now. They've probably stopped everything. That's weird. Why did that go to 80%? It went from 76 to 80%. For what reason? I don't know. Um, so yeah, there's some weird performance things which I do think should be improved. Realistically, I don't think this game should be using more than about 60% from like the visuals that are given on a 3080. Like at this resolution, I really don't think it should be using maybe more than maybe like 70% at like the most. But it seems like there's a good chance it could possibly use up to 100% just trying to get 60 FPS, which doesn't seem right to me. Um, But yes, going forward is... Well, I'm just going to try to see if we can find any stuttering. I was trying this game out a little bit earlier, and there was a bit of stutter. So it's 82. So this is so it's taking like just add 10% on top of like remove 10% from that. It doesn't actually it uses like 76 here ish. Oh, it didn't stutter that time. Oh, there's a stutter. All the way down. All the way down to like 42 FPS. But you see this a really bad stutter. I'll do that like once or twice more. So I also, this is in offline mode because I wanted to see if on and offline modes there's more. I think online modes there's a little bit more online mode, the mode that most people probably want to play this game on. Offline mode, from what I'm seeing from these initial tests, it looks like it's a little less stuttery, but realistically, I think this game should have been delayed on PC. Like, this should have been not released in the state, considering I'm pretty sure most people will probably have this type of experience. It's like when you're going up, so yeah, this is like a world boss, right? Stutter, and I die. And this is like every time. It's just a stutter. So it's calculating something, but it's calculating it every single time. It's not like, oh, you calculate it once. No, it's like you calculate it like once every time you fight this boss or whatever it's doing. Every time you fight this enemy, it like calculates it. I'll do it one more time, and I'm gonna try to see if I can find a more normal enemy, because the first enemy I fought. See that weird drop? Oh, look right there. Like, why? Oh, again? Maybe it's something to do with the ground shaders. And I just die. Like, yeah. So like you can see that I mean, then again, I'm probably not really supposed to fight this thing quite this early, because this is literally the first enemy I've fought. You're not supposed to, but I mean, you definitely can. It's not like he has that much health. It's just like, it's honestly the stutters. Like, realistically, if the game didn't stutter, I could have probably killed him like multiple times by now. But it's like the game just stutters. It's just like, oh, you're playing Stutter, the game. I didn't know I paid $60 to play a game that just it won't work. So yeah, be aware from some slight minor spoilers. You see, like, just traversing, you get some stutters. You get some stutters from traversing, which apparently doesn't happen. Which this stuttering apparently does not happen in the what's it called? The console version, apparently. Like, yeah, the frame rate varies, but the stuttering that's happening doesn't, from my understanding. Again, I haven't played the console version because I don't see, it did it again. Like, it just stuttered again. Like, this is unacceptable. Like, this is stuttering worse than Dying Light, and Dying Light 2 did on launch, and that was a really bad stutter, and this is stuttering worse than that. Bats are kind of annoying. Yay, flying enemies. Flying enemies that can grab you. Oh, and they stack bleed, it looks like. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay. So that's how they're doing it. If anyone wants to know what that was, oh, we get bloody now. Um, I you get another flask. It looks like after you like kill like an encampment of enemies. Yeah, so we'll go on for maybe a couple more minutes, and I want to try to get to like maybe there's a bit of a stutter there. Killing that thing, like why? There's no point. Killing that bird just caused a stutter. For what reason? It's probably due to shader compilation stutter during X 12, and that's why this doesn't happen in the console version. Because if this happened in the console version, no one would play it. And realistically, considering I've done multiple things over and over again, it doesn't. See, I stutter for no reason. It just for literally no reason. Yep, no, there's not another stutter. Is dropping to like 56 FPS. No reason for it to drop to 56 FPS, by the way. 0. There's a beetle. Whoa, that was a really bad stutter. That was an insane stutter. But yeah, but like stuff like that's like very common. Like, and it's like that's like what? Like this stuttering needs to be fixed. Like I mean, like it needs to be fixed tomorrow. Like I don't care you do FromSoft. You were staying up all night fixing this because like this is unacceptable. You should have just delayed the game for like at least until this stuttering was fixed. At least on PC. And realistically, on consoles, from what I'm hearing, is like the stuttering is an issue, but the performance is still not up to par where it should be. So, I mean, I think they should have just delayed the game for another month, honestly. In turn for just like optimization reasons. I don't know how to. That's cool. Yeah, like this is an excellent game. It looks great. Like visually, this looks great. It doesn't look as good as like I wouldn't expect a game that looks like this to run as. I think it runs maybe about 30%. Like it's 30% more resource intensive than I would expect a game that looks like this to be. And that might just be like to do with like shadows and stuff like that. It could be some underlying shadows that are just, again, the game defaults to high on like most things. So realistically, the game probably looks fine even on high. Like FromSoft games usually don't look that much different from high, which is usually a console equivalent. But that in the distance, like the aliasing that they're using is kind of lackluster on like transparent effects. It looks like. Because you look at those shimmering in the distance, like... Oh no, that's supposed to shimmer. Never mind. Well, I'm just not so used to seeing, like, stuff that looks kind of alias like that. But yeah, you're seeing the stutter, right? Yeah, so we'll go on, it's like 14 minutes, and we'll get this game to be too much longer, so... Can I? That's not what I was trying to do. Okay. That's cool. You have a rollback cut. That's something that they probably, that I think was potentially in Sekiro, I think. Yeah, like I'm not saying this game looks bad. Like it doesn't. Like, this game looks overall looks good. It looks pretty good. It's just using like 70% like at points in time is a bit much. These enemies, I guess this is where I'm supposed to be, considering these enemies are really easy. So I think I'm gonna get to the next, like, I'll do this area and then I'll probably... Oh, these things just... What do you... Oh, I don't have any more. Can I... Oh, I missed the parry timing. Okay. The fucking cute moves. Ow. Bye. So I don't know how to, like, dual wield my weapon. So that's all I wanted to say. I don't know how to... I got him out. And stutter. Oh. Oh, more stutter. Oh my god, that was a massive stutter. Acquire materials. That's cool. Oh, there's some crafting in this game. Okay, I think the next area is over here. Yeah, if you see that thing happen, oh, another one of those guys, all set. Oh, is this gonna not let me? Oh, let's hope it does. Oh, okay, I got it at least. Yeah. Oh, another stutter. Like FromSoft, why? Honestly, from what I can tell, I think the previous drivers, the 511, like 65 drivers before this, I think exhibit a slightly less stuttering. Because I played this a little bit on that, and it didn't stutter quite this much, but still, like, unacceptable. Realistic, any amount of stutter is unacceptable. Like, any amount of stutter is unacceptable. Like, especially in a game like this, where literally just stutter and you can literally just go, oh, you just die now because the game started. Okay. Oh, they put enemy. Okay, there's enemy patrolling there. Yeah, and if you see like a line go through, like a screen tearing, that's because I even disabled VSync. So I forced disabled VSync to make sure that it wasn't a combination of stutter and VSync coming on, making it even worse than it actually is. It's not. It's just they, like, realistically, probably shader compilation needs to be done in a pre-calculation step. I'll just skip that, so there's no major spoilers there. I'll try to skip this because I don't want to, like, the idea of this isn't to, like, put out like major spoilers. So okay, so this is how you get the horse, whatever. So let's just summon the horse. I'm so confused. How? Oh, this first game I ever have a crouch. Oh, sorry, Sekiro. Crouch. Inventory maybe? Oh, okay, I see. So that would be up. Behold Y. Okay, so app ship. Inventory. That's just inventory equipment. Okay, now that's equipped now. What? Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Beautiful stutter. Now let's just see how bad this game stutters. Take about 10 to 15 off that, let's see. Stutter. Stutter. Okay. Stutter. I did it. Yeah, that's how it works, I guess. Meat. Meat. Yeah, so it has some pretty horrendous stuttering, and it seems like it does improve a little bit the more you play, but it's still unacceptable. It's unacceptable, and this should have been fixed before the game came out. And also ultra-wide support, considering again people are thinking that the ultra-wide support might not be possible, at least with the fact that it uses easy anti-cheat. But again, this being a very high-profile game, and realistically, I feel like pretty much anyone that's like has know-how to mod games and is like interested at all in this game is probably working on a fix. So it may come out that the first version of the fix is highly recommended that you don't go online, as it might give you like an online ban, which for me I don't know, I don't think I care. I do, but I don't. Like, I'll just do it. I'll keep doing it. Like, I don't care. Like, I will buy this game multiple over and over and over until FromSoft realizes that this is not supporting ultra wide is a mistake. Like, until FromSoft gets what the message, and now it's like at the point where like they need to get the message. At the point where it's like there's a chance that this is gonna take a little bit more time than. Wow, I wasn't expecting the physics to be here. Interesting. That's actually quite impressive considering there's decent physics in like a open world game. I wonder if this probably disappears once I leave the area though. Most likely, I would assume. Bats. But yeah, that's it. That's where I wanted to leave this video. hopefully this will be fixed um, very soon. It's like everyone's been complaining about it, been complaining about the stuttering issues, and basically anyone that has an ultra-wide monitor has been complaining about this too. So that's basically 10% of the PC community basically complaining about this, um, which should be enough to force hands. Considering when a monitor can figure out, oh, just change these like couple like hex edits and then you have like baseline ultra wide support, and then they can figure it out like within like a day or two. How fast do you think the developer can do it? Who has open access to all the code and doesn't have to like figure out things because they know what the code does. So I'm just hoping that this game gets improvement. I hope the stuttering gets fixed. I hope the stuttering gets fixed. I hope and I hope I hope a mod, at very least a mod that adds ultra wide support in the game happens within a week. Because if not, then it's just gonna be yet another game that I'm just not playing. It's yet another game we just refuse to play. So, and I think a lot of people are just tired of games that are stuttering. And again, this game stutters more than Dying Light 2 on launch. Dying Light 2 stuttered a lot on launch. It's much improved now. I mean, there's some stutters here and there, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was on launch. On launch, it was a disaster of stutter. This game, not as bad. I mean, no, it's worse. It's worse stuttering, realistically. But I mean, as you play it, it does seem like it gets a bit better. So it's probably due to shader compilation calculation stutter. Because realistically, on PC, they just need to force you to well, at least give the option. At least give the option on PC. Like if you're gonna use DirectX 12, please just give people like just say warning, the game will have like issues if you don't like spend 5 to 15 minutes pre-calculating all the shader cache information. I much rather wait 5 to 15 minutes every time I open this game to have a study for a free experience than have a stutter experience. I gladly will open the game, let it do the thing, 5 to 15 minutes in the background, watch a YouTube video while that happens, and then come back. But until then, I'm very disappointed that this PC version couldn't have been up to snuff. The technical aspect of this game couldn't have been up to snuff as the rest of the quality of the game. So this video went on way too long. This became almost like basically a 30-minute video, and it was only supposed to be like 5-10 minutes. But hey, this is what happens when you have someone that barely makes videos and has ADHD, so he just rambles. But yeah, if you found this video informative, I guess thank you. I do this just to try to inform people every now and again when I feel like it, realistically, when something that I'm passionate about that I think is an issue. Luckily that it seems like FromSoft's probably aware of the stuttering issue and is probably hard at work trying to fix it. I would hope so, because right now the game's unplayable. In my opinion, and I think in a lot of other players' opinions on PC, the game is unplayable. If your game being like challenging, difficult is killing you because of stuttering issues, that's just not fair. And especially when the consoles don't exhibit these stuttering issues. So I hope for a fix soon. Because even just maybe about the hour I played of this game, I feel like will probably turn into one of my favorite games of all time. Just with the hour that I've played of this game. But not in its current technical state. So yeah, I'll leave it off here. If I go any longer, I'm just gonna keep rambling.